Let's take a quick dive into how the US conquered Hawaii and made it mostly empty. The history of how the United States conquered Hawaii and transformed it into a territory with a significant portion of its land being categorized as empty is a complex and multifaceted story that spans over a century. In order to provide a comprehensive account of this history, I'll break it down into several key phases and events, starting with the initial contact between Hawaiians and Europeans and concluding with Hawaii's annexation by the United States and the subsequent development of its land. Early contact and Western influence, late 18th century, early 19th century. The story of Hawaii's transformation begins with the arrival of European explorers and traders in the late 18th century. Captain James Cook, a British explorer, landed in Hawaii in 1778, marking the first recorded European contact with the islands. Cook's expeditions and subsequent interactions with Hawaiians opened the door to further European and American exploration and trade. Hawaii's kingdom and Western influence, early 19th century, mid-19th century. Throughout the 19th century, Hawaii developed into a unified kingdom under the rule of King Kamehameha I and his successors. Western influence continued to grow, with American missionaries arriving in the early 19th century, bringing Christianity and Western education. This influence had a profound impact on Hawaiian culture and society. Sugar plantations and immigration, mid-19th century, late 19th century. Hawaii's fertile land and favorable climate made it an ideal location for the cultivation of sugarcane. American entrepreneurs, including descendants of the missionaries, established sugar plantations on the islands. To meet the labor demands of these plantations, they began importing contract laborers, primarily from Asia, such as Chinese, Japanese, and Filipino workers. The influx of immigrant labor significantly altered the demographic makeup of the islands. The overthrow of the Hawaiian monarchy, late 19th century. By the late 19th century, Hawaii's political landscape was increasingly dominated by American and European business interests. In 1893, a group of American and European businessmen, with the support of the United States military, orchestrated the overthrow of Queen Liliuokalani, the last reigning monarch of Hawaii. This event marked a turning point in Hawaii's history, setting the stage for its annexation by the United States. Annexation and territorial status, late 19th century, early 20th century. In 1898, Hawaii was formally annexed by the United States, becoming a U.S. territory. This move was partly driven by economic interests, as Hawaii's sugarcane and pineapple industries were important to American agricultural businesses. The territory was governed by appointed officials, and the native Hawaiian population was marginalized in the political process. Military bases and World War II, early 20th century. Hawaii's strategic location in the Pacific Ocean made it a vital military asset for the United States. The U.S. established military bases, most notably Pearl Harbor, which played a crucial role during World War II. The attack on Pearl Harbor by Japan in 1941 brought the United States fully into the war and resulted in significant military expansion in Hawaii. Post-war development and tourism, mid-20th century, present. After World War II, Hawaii's economy shifted away from agriculture and towards tourism. The natural beauty of the islands, combined with the growth of air travel, made Hawaii a popular tourist destination. This shift in the economy led to urbanization and development in previously undeveloped areas. Land ownership and conservation, late 20th century, present. Throughout the 20th century and into the 21st century, there have been ongoing debates and conflicts over land use in Hawaii. The concept of empty or undeveloped land often comes up in discussions related to land ownership and conservation. Indigenous Hawaiians have been advocating for greater control and access to ancestral lands, while conservation efforts seek to protect the unique ecosystems found on the islands. In conclusion, the transformation of Hawaii from a vibrant indigenous culture to a U.S. territory with significant portions of empty land is a complex story rooted in colonization, economic interests, immigration, and military strategy. The history of Hawaii serves as a reminder of the impact of imperialism and colonization on indigenous peoples and the lasting effects on land use and ownership.